All right, looks like they are loading for the Natalma. We're going to kind of round out this day. It's been great racing on the turf. We've seen a bunch of Breeders' Cup caliber type races. This, of course, is the Breeders' Cup when you're in as well. Halterman, 5-2 on G. Lori. Getting pounded here. What do you think?
Listen, we had to take some shorter prices on this card because they're just standouts. There's no standout here, so I'm not going to take a favorite. I'm going to go with the number 5, Adora on top. I like this horse second on the turf, kind of stretching out distance. I think it's going to help. So Adora on top for me at 5-1.
We think Somich.
Look, I had the 3-horse G. Lori on top. I like Grand Motion Shipping in here. Don't love that 5-2 price that we're sitting at right now, but I think that one's awfully interesting. I did like the 5 Adora as well. That was my second pick. A long shot, a little interested in. Last call, the 4-horse. You got a Tard here with Hernandez up. I think he's got a shot at a bit of a price. She's got a shot at a bit of a price.
Yeah, I like Adora a lot too. Listen, this is a win you're in for the Juvenile Fillies turf. We've seen a Juvenile turf winner that we think that might be a potential Breeders' Cup winner. We'll see. This field seemed to be lacking a little bit of the star power, so we'll see what it means moving forward. But they have broke, and who's going to go to the lead?
The cluster.
No one really wants it.
Who wants it?
There goes the Star Candy, I guess.
Star Candy, yeah. Unless the 2 sneaks up there.
And this is
no one really seemed to want the lead there. The 8 just kind of fell on that one.
My pick in this race was the 6, and she is like being actively held at the rear here. I thought that the 6, with her breeding Lemon Drop Kid and Manchu, would love stretching out to a mile. And I thought she had a really bad trip last time out. I don't know if it's much better this time.
I don't love the spot for Cairo Consort here, the 1 horse who's your favorite. And they are all choking these horses back. They went 24-1 for the opening quarter, and you're sitting on the rail behind a wall of horses. Not ideal for a 2-1 favorite.
I'm liking the 5, but the 7's also starting to move up a little bit here. I would with you. I want to be in the top flight. Look at this 1, by the way, dropping completely out. This is gonna be interesting.
The 5 at 6-1 is, you can't ask for a better ride, a better trip, anyways.
No, we're right where we need to be, but can we kick on now? Is the question.
Here comes the 4, a monster number.
Yep,
a Maiden, the 4, by the way.
What is going to happen here?
This is just a cavalry charge home.
Who wants?
Come on, 6 horse. Come on, 6 horse.
Come
on. Here comes the 1 again. 4's got it, I think. No, here comes the 1.
Hold him off.
Here comes the 1.
There's 1 going to get up.
Oh, come on, 4. Rafi Hernandez stealing this on a Maiden. Come on, Rafi. Come on, Rafi. Rafi got him.
Well, 21-1 has not won a race. It was a Maiden, like you guys said. Finished 4th, beaten 4 3/4 last time out in a Maiden special weight, and goes and wins the Grade 1 Natalma, and is now in the Breeders' Cup. So just like you drew it up, right?
Did not see that happening. I think that's the last call for horse racing for me today. To pun intended.
Well,
if you watch the previews over on racingdudes.com, you might have been on that 4.
Do you like the 4?
What did you like about the 4?
I gave the 4 out of the preview.
What was it about the 4 that you liked? Tell us.
Hernandez picking up the mount for a Tard. I thought that the horse was going to improve stretching out. It's an English Channel horse going a mile. I didn't love the distance for a lot of these different horses. Made a little sense at 21-1. It wasn't a bunch of world beaters.
No.
Well, that's just it. That's the one thing we talked about. That's what we talked about on Blinkers Off. It was like this didn't fit. This felt like a local prep or a local race, but it happened to be a Breeders' Cup win. So it definitely didn't have the feel of a big time race. And so yeah, it made sense to try to take. That's why Halter and I both played the 5 at a price at 6-1. You definitely last call being a huge price. Playing against the 1 and the 3, even though the 1 made you sweat it out a little bit, made sense in my opinion. But yeah, just the Maiden gets it done. So I'll ask you guys, but I think we know the answer. This might be the first out of the Breeders' Cup races today we've done that you don't really take too much stock in moving forward. Am I right?
Yeah. I agree. Not much.
We've seen it all day. We've seen, not excluding the Derby and Oaks preps, even the non, quote unquote, winning you're in for the Breeders' Cups, where we've seen some nice performances, Nation's Pride, McCulloch, where you're like, yeah, maybe contenders in the Breeders' Cup. This one felt like, and to be fair, even going into it, you didn't feel like it would be either, So,
no.
All right, that's a wrap on on a day of Breeders' Cup and Derby and Oaks preps. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Let us know your thoughts below. Who'd you like in this race? Did you get last call right like Mike Somich? And how you playing these horses as what? Oh, that's all right. You moved. I thought you were one of the. You're like, hey, hit me up. Final thoughts, everybody. Appreciate you guys jumping in here, and let us know in the comments below who you like in the Breeders' Cup. Who you like in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile turf, Juvenile Fillies turf. Who you like in these divisions? Because this is the time of the year to figure that thing out. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Jared Welch. See you guys next time.